In this lecture, I will discuss about how to design two-way edge supported slabs. If the slab panels is supported on all four sides, means edges, on the edges like it is supported by beam or wall. If a slab panel is supported on all four edges and longer to shorter span ratio is lesser than 2, the load is distributed parallel to shorter and longer directions to all the four supports. This is called two-way action of slab. The steel in both short and long direction will now be the main steel. When we have designed in the previous lectures for one-way slab, in the one-way slab we design only in the shorter span, where the major moment acts and the major steel is provided, main steel is provided, and in the other direction, in the longer direction, distribution steel is provided. So the steel in both short and long direction will now be the main steel. What it means, now we have to calculate the moment in each direction, in the short direction and in the long direction also. That is the difference in the one-way slab and the two-way slab, and the rest of the procedure is the same. When we got the moments, then we calculate the area of steel, then number of bars at what spacing will be provided in the slab. And this design method of a two-way slab, that is a ACI coefficient method, that is a ACI code 1963, that is a ACI coefficient method for the designing of two-way slab. There are some conditions, like when we design the two-way slab by ACI coefficient method, there is a limitation that the all four edges of slab should be supported either by beam or either by column, either by wall or either by beam. So here is some conditions and nomenclature for the designing of slabs. If one end of the slab is discontinuous, means there is no other slabs on the other side, so this is a simple supported edge, okay, or you can say discontinuous edge. And if there is some other slab panels like 2-3 slab panels are there, so this edge will be continuous, and if similarly here other panels are present, then that is a continuous edge. So for designing of one panel, we have to understand what conditions are there. So which side of the slab panel is continuous and which side is discontinuous. So in this picture, this hatching portion showing the continuous edge. So on this side there are also slab panels is present, and on this side slab panels are also present. So that is a continuous edge and that is a discontinuous edge. Okay, another the longer dimension will be Ly and the shorter dimension will be the Lx, and we will design the same way as a unit strip. Take one unit strip in the shorter direction and one unit strip in the longer direction, then we get the moments and then we get the area of steel, etc. That is the third point. Then the fourth point, we will get the moment coefficients from the table. Here the ACI 1963 coefficients for dead load positive moment similarly is increased by 25%, and the second table is ACI coefficient for live load positive moment, and third table is that is ACI coefficients for negative moments is decreased by 10%. So there are three tables, two for positive moments, dead moment positive, live moment positive, and third is that is a 10% negative moments. So that is the fourth point. We will go the table, corresponding table, and we will get the coefficients and then we will get the moments. So what are the coefficients? Like when there is a simply supported slab or beam, the moment is Q L square by 8 or omega L square by 8. So if there is a continuous edge or there number of slab panels, so we have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams, that is a too lengthy procedure. So that ACI coefficient method is a approximate method, so that gives you very good moment results by just getting the coefficients from the table. So we will get the C. For example, if there is a simply supported, so that will be 1/8 the C value, and if there is a one and continuous, so the coefficient will be changed. So what coefficient will be changed? Depending upon the slab conditions, slab lengths, so what will be the moment? So we will get these moments from the tables of ACI coefficients. There are two types of coefficients are present. One is ACI and other one is BS. We will not use BS because in our area and our 99% engineers are using ACI coefficient method. So we will follow that method ACI coefficient method. So there is also BS, so that I do not have highlighted, just like in the ACI I have highlighted. I didn't highlight it because I will not use that coefficients. I will use only ACI coefficients. After calculations of moments at all critical sections, this design, that is the fifth point, the design is performed exactly like beams or one-way slab that we have did in the previous lectures. So basic behavior of two-way slabs. So we will get one strip in the longer direction, one strip in the shorter direction, then we design, then we get the moments, and then we calculate the area of steel. I will skip these portions. Now, what will be the minimum thickness for two-way slab? Minimum thickness, according to ACI 96, the minimum thickness of two-way slab is to be equal to 1/180 times the inner panel perimeter. What is a perimeter? Here, that is a two-way slab. You will calculate this length, this length, this length, this length. For example, this length is 5 meter, this length is 6 meter, and this is this 6 meter, 5 meter, 6 meter, 5 meter. So how you will calculate the perimeter? Here 5, you have to sum up the lengths, so that will be the perimeter. 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6, 5 plus 6. Okay, 6 5 6 5 6 5. So total length is 22, multiply by 1000, so that is a meter. I will get into millimeter. So now divided by 180, so that is a minimum thickness. H minimum will be 122 millimeter. So that is for 300 grade. For 420 grade inner perimeter, calculate inner perimeter divided by 165. That is a for grade steel with minimum. So minimum thickness for this slab will be 90 millimeter. Now in the new code, there is a latest formula that we will use. According to the latest code, if Ln is the cleared span in the shorter direction, the minimum depth is taken as follow. We will calculate the minimum depth from this formula. That formula is Ln, clear length in the shorter span, into 0.8 plus Fy divided by 1400 divided by 36 m plus 9, where m is a ratio of shorter to longer span. That please note that the m is a ratio for that is shorter to longer span. Okay, here m is the ratio shorter to longer span. Okay, now there is a design procedure. I will skip that design procedure. I will directly go to the example and start solving the problem. After when we solve the problem, definitely we will go through the design procedure. So that is a design procedure.